Hello everybody, this is Brevort, and today the 24W6A snapshot of Minecraft has been released, and I am throwing wind charges. This is a new projectile that was added in in the new 1.21 experimental data pack. So what this is it's literally just the thing that breezes shoot out, except the special thing about it is, why does it do like no knockback to the mobs? The special thing about it is it does a little bit more knockback than it does to breezes, and it's really good for like parkour. You can use it as kind of like a poor man's ender pearl. So I really enjoy this already. I don't think it's going to replace ender pearls, but it's still a pretty cool thing. I know this jump is possible. I've done it before. There we go. Okay, I was just timing it poorly. So yeah, it's literally says on the changelog, become the breeze. I love that. That's so cool. Maybe I'll become a breeze. Who knows? But yeah, so let's head over to a trial chambers so that way we could see what the new changes with the breeze actually are. Alright, so the breeze spawns from these trial spawners that have the chiseled tuff around them. So if we go ahead and hop into survival mode real quickly here. Bam. Okay, so the breeze has spawned in. And now, let's hop into creative mode. We can go ahead and kill them, and we'll see what we get. You probably guessed it. We get wind charges. So they drop like a lot of them. In fact, they drop 4 to 6 without looting. That's like a lot. I feel like they could drop like 0 to 2, and I'd be happy with it. So like, yeah, but then again, these guys only spawn from these, and like they have a cooldown on their actual, on the actual spawners. So I guess it works. But yeah, you can see that this does like, okay, that's a little bit more. I wonder if it depends on where they get hit. Yeah. Or no, it's when they're already in the air. It's when they do the crazy knockback. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of broken. Like, it doesn't do the proper knockback that it should to mobs. There's a half-second cooldown between each use. They can be fired from dispensers, and they will deal a little bit of damage to mobs that are hit with them. Oh, and they also activate redstone. It looks like it has to hit things pretty precisely. Oh, maybe not. But that is actually really cool, and I'm really excited for this. It doesn't seem to affect the copper bulbs. Let's see, can we find some like copper trapdoors or something to test it on? Alright, well I didn't find any trapdoors after a little bit of looking, but bam. I placed some down and it definitely works with these, so that is pretty cool. Also, one of my biggest complaints, like probably my biggest complaint about the trial vault, was that it was too similar to the spawner, and I couldn't really tell them apart. They actually changed the texture, and it's a lot better now. It has like this metal plate on the top, whereas the vault has like this thing, and it definitely looks different enough that I think it's pretty easy to distinguish now. Alright, so we're in a Badlands now, and the reason why we're here is so that way we could check out the new changes with the Armadillo. This is a really big snapshot, by the way. I'm very happy with it. So if we watch, the Armadillo will periodically peek out. You just saw it there. Let's see if we could get it to happen again. If I'm sprinting, does he peek back in? They peek out to see if it's safe, and then they'll pop out if it is. But if not, I'm seeing... Yep, there's the peek. And he goes back in. Okay, and it does a little shell rock. Let's see if we could get it to happen while I'm not in third-person mode. Boy, he's been in his shell a long time. Oh, there it goes. Okay. In addition, tamed wolves will now have twice as much health, so they'll actually have 40 health instead of 20. So if we, like, do this, you can see he's taking a lot more damage than, like, a skeleton or something would. We had to do it. We had to do it for science. I don't really see the point of this change. Like, why not just make the wolf armor stronger instead of making wolves stronger and basically making armadillo armor even more pointless? And because of this change, feeding a wolf will now heal twice as much health as it did previously. And hoppers have been tweaked in this snapshot, so this is actually really cool, in my opinion. So previously, people would use composters to disable hoppers picking up items for lag reasons, but now any block above a hopper that's a full block will prevent them from picking it up. So that'll break any machines that people were using that would have items spitting into the block above the hopper, but On the plus side, it will make a lot of redstone contraptions a lot less laggy. So that's really, really good. And if you ever really need the old mechanic, you can always use not full blocks to spit items into the hopper. In the 5A snapshot, there's some issues with the effect amplifiers being greater than 127. So what happened was they removed the ability to have them surpass 127, but a lot of people weren't happy about that. So now it's back in the game. But this is level 254. Previously, this would have made it so the player would not be able to jump at all. Now it just absolutely launches you up into the air. So this is actually a new attribute. I'm really, really excited about this. So there's some new attributes. So let's check out which ones they are. So one of the new ones is gravity. Let's set this to like 3. You can see I'm a lot heavier now. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Technically I'm not heavier because that's not how gravity works, but you know what I mean. I can't even... Oh, I can jump up a block. But, when I jump, it looks like I'm barely jumping at all. I wasn't expecting to be able to jump up blocks. I kind of like this more. It's, like, weirdly more, like, satisfying because you, like, zip to the ground more quickly. I set it back to 1, but apparently the default isn't 1. I don't know what the default is. Oh, no. Okay. There's also safe fall distance, which is the amount of blocks you can fall before you take any damage at all. Normally, I think it's probably 3, but let me check. It's 3, yep, okay. I don't know what the default on the other one was. I can't even fly. Like, genuinely, I cannot fly. What is the default on the gravity one? I thought it'd be 1. It should be 1. I feel like it's even lower than that. It's not that. That's obscene. This is really cool though. It's like a moon bounce thing. So what is this like if we go to survival mode? Do we take damage? Oh, we do, even though we're falling slowly. Okay. That's got to be because of the safe fall distance. So let's set this to like 6. So yep. Okay, now we're safe, but I bet if we like land in this valley here, we'll take damage. Yep. So, interesting. I like these new attributes a lot. It's really cool. So, there's also jump strength. Let's set this to 0. Yeah, this disables jumping altogether. See, I can't jump up blocks. I'm hitting space here, but nothing's happening. Which is really good for minigames where you don't, or like custom maps where you don't want the player to be able to jump. Previously, if you'd use like jump boost 256 or whatever, 254, the issue with that was anytime you'd like walk off like anything, like even a repeater, you'd hear the fall damage noise. You wouldn't actually take fall damage, but you'd hear the sound. And that has been fixed. Maybe you would. I can't remember if you take fall damage or not. I don't think you did. I think it was just the sound. It might have been that we disabled fall damage in the world that I was testing that on. I can't remember. And the other one is fall damage multiplier. So that is this one. Let's see what the default is. It's 1. Okay. I don't know why any of them are not 1 by default. Let's set this to 4 instead. So if we go ahead and we gotta enable jumping again. Let's do that. I think 1 is greater than the default for the jump height one too. Okay. I pretty much knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Oh, did it reset my attributes? I guess when you die, it resets your attributes. That's good. I like that. What are the defaults for those, by the way? Jump strength is 0.419999. That number, okay. And what is the gravity? 0.08. Wow. Okay. And there's one more, which is, this is another one I really like. This is player.block break speed. If we look at the default, it's 1. If I set this to 0, does it disable breaking blocks? Let's find out. It's going to be hard to tell. Yeah, I think, yeah, you could see that it's not even creating like the little crack. So like normally, if you take a block that takes a really long time to break, let's do reinforced deep slate. Normally, if we set this back to 1, you could see like the very beginning of it starting to break so that you know the block is breakable. But with this, if we set it to 0, you don't even see that because you're actually completely unable to break blocks. I can't even break grass, which should be insta-mineable. And I don't think that's how it was before. I think you could still break grass if you had this shut off, which is really, really a good change because now you can have people in survival mode so they're still able to, like, place blocks and stuff, and not have all the weird quirks of adventure mode, but also have them not be able to break any blocks, which is really, really good, and I really like this change. And for technical changes, the data pack version is now 31, and the resource pack version is now 26. So what was your favorite change in this new snapshot? For me, I think it was the wind charge and the new attribute stuff, because that stuff allows for a lot of really cool customization. But let me know in the comments what your favorite was, and make sure if you've enjoyed, hit the like button, and if you ever want to see me again, hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on, so you don't miss out on the next snapshot overview video. That's about it for this one. Take care, have yourselves an amazing day, thank you for watching, and goodbye!